After all that time, still doesn't feel real. I know how that sounds. I do. Probably sounds like before. Back when we weren't alive. Back when all our plans just stopped right there. Don't tell me you... No, baby. You didn't have to do all that. You had a fast track to heaven, you know that. Now you're down here with me now. I think it's mighty ironic. You were always loyal like a dog, and I was always... I won't say I wasn't, 'cause I was. I never thought of anyone like I did you. Doesn't change the fact that we were in a dark place. So dark, in fact, that I thought we'd never escape it. And when I finally got an escape, it came with a betrayal, so it wasn't anything that I wanted. Hell, I got lost in the booze and drowning out what I wasn't for you. I thought a million times, a million billion times that I had done everything wrong. That there weren't second chances in the world. Then you come walking through those doors and I just think of myself like, how did we end up like this? How did we ever get this far? Honey, what happened back on Earth after that accident, that betrayal that I did? I'm not gonna ask for all the details, because I think I'd be sick if I'd heard everything, but no, I'm not gonna be weak, and I'm definitely not gonna let you suffer anymore. You're safe now. There's no more big decisions of who lives and who doesn't. No more big decisions where you need to put yourself into a situation where you follow me like a puppy dog. God damn it. I can see it in your eyes. I saw it at the start. You know that. I could tell it was you with one glance. Even if I couldn't believe it. Even if everything I thought I knew, I didn't quite know as well as I thought I did. All the good you did, all the bad I did, we should have never been together, is what some part of me says. I realize it when I look into those golden eyes. You always had the energy that our dog Pharaoh had. He was a good dog. Oh, and Sonny. I remember Sonny too. I hope they also went to a good place, honey. I miss them. But I don't have to miss you anymore. And that alone makes my heart feel a million things. I thought I was gonna be down here forever, just never having to see you again. And I was scared. You couldn't tell me my feelings were just this or that, but they weren't. They weren't just this or that. That was everything. You were everything to me, and you still are. And I see it now. I see what I wasn't to you, and it hurts. That's why when I look at you, I tear up. Because you're looking at me with those puppy dog eyes, like I ain't nothing wrong. And that makes me guilty. It makes me real guilty. I'm not gonna tell you I had big secrets, because I wasn't that interesting. But I did some dark things that you knew about and you accepted back then. But why, I always thought, why would you stick to me like glue when you know I'm a bad man? Why would you hold out belief in someone who made all the bad choices? You never had to. I never understood why you came to those slums. I understood the goodwill. I understood that that's what you were, a shining light piercing through the darkness. So why did you end up here? That's what my heart keeps telling me, screaming for me to do something better, to make a difference. Maybe that's why, when I've been running this bar, this silly little hotel, I always hoped one day I'd see those eyes looking at me. But when it finally happened, you were there. I didn't have the words I thought I would. Must have ran through it 1,000,000 times in my head. And even now I'm just a husk. And what could I do? What could I do if I wasn't... I can't take back what I've done, baby. I can't take back that I left early. And I can't take back that everything I did was a great big mess that I never picked up after. In fact, it was just one that kept getting messier by the day. Look, I know I must be the villain in so many people's story, but I know you're the hero. You're the one they were always holding out for. The one that always saved the day, because you saved me too. I was just another one of those lost souls that you ran by and saved. You just never left for some reason. Never could tell why. What do I got, baby? What keeps you sticking around, and why? Why is it you still look at me with all that hope in your eyes? Ain't we in hell? I mean, come on. You gotta have some resentment in there for me, right? I do. Just like when I was standing on that pulpit and I said I do. We had that I'd say it all over again. But that's not the point, is it? That's not always the point. It doesn't matter how I feel. It matters what's good for you. It matters about doing the right thing for once in my second life. Look, listen to me. And you listen well. I do love you more than anything. I've never loved anyone even close to you. I've only ever had these feelings for you. Hell, I don't think I could ever feel this way again, and it scares me. It scares me because I know I'm not the kind man you think I am. And I know you won't take that answer, and believe me, I've already faced those demons trying to convince you could be so much happier with someone else, but at the same time, I'll be damned if I see that happen. I couldn't bear it, baby. I want you to myself, I do. But can I really justify that? You're the good. You're everything good that was ever in my life. And when I was probably everything bad to you. And what's that supposed to mean? You know what I did for a living and you still stood by me. It wasn't that you didn't tell me it was wrong, but you always believed me when I said it was for a better life, that we'd somehow have that picket fence, that dream home, that place that money could buy, but money didn't buy anything more than blood. And I know you were happy without it. You always said we don't need those things, and I always wanted to spoil you. I always dreamed of it, because that's all the things you never got. You came to those slums, and you saved so many lives. You were more prevalent than any god up there ever could. You were doing the work, not him, not anyone else. Maybe that's why I ended up down here. One of the many reasons, but I could never accept it. I could never forgive that bastard, because why'd you have to be the angel for him? Even if you didn't believe in any special things. You believed in good in people. You saw the good in people and you went for it full send. You didn't stop. And that's why when I see you, I'm reminded of all those times you were the light shining in the bitter darkness, and you never, ever failed. I know it's an exaggeration, and sure, maybe you stumbled and fell, but you never, ever failed. You know that? You never failed. Not once in my book. And I realize that that's part of it. Part of why when I see you now, I want to believe we can have a better second chance. I want to believe I'm a better man than that. After having to say goodbye when I didn't want to, when I fought against it, when I failed. It's hard to look you in the eye sometimes, because when I do, I don't want you seeing how broken I am. I know my confidence from before was astronomically bigger than now. At least it came across that way, I'm sure. But knowing you saw right through me, didn't you? You saw right through me, as if you were looking through the clearest water to see the heart right inside. Like you could see it beating in my chest. And I may be a lot of things, but I'm not a man so cruel as to not see. All my dreams were with you, and they still are. Not so blind. Husk or not, I'm still me. And what's left of me ain't going anywhere, so I guess I have a lot of time to reminisce and fix myself. You're right. Maybe I can be that man. I know that a lot of times I was never what I wanted me to be for you. But you still smile, as bright as the sun. And I never forgot. I never once forgot. I only wished I had some way of remembering everything. Well, I guess that's kind of pointless now, huh? Now that you're right in front of me. Hey, don't look so happy about it. And besides, I know, puppy dog, that you got a lot of heart and you wear that on your sleeve, but just know that I'm not that good of a man. I wish there were some secrets to confess. But it's not that simple, right? It boils down to what moral ambiguity you can make up, you know? And I'm terrible at playing pretend. I crave it because I crave you. I don't want to be some moral saint. And I know you did it out of the kindness of your heart, helping so many people, even when you didn't have that much. But I want to be that selfish bastard that steals you away, that protects that golden heart behind those eyes I could look into forever. And I'm not letting you go. 'Cause God, if I made the same mistake twice, I don't care where I would go after that. 'Cause it wouldn't matter anymore. I'm not gonna blow it again. I'm not gonna let gambling, I'm not gonna let booze, I'm not gonna let anything take me away from you. And I mean it. Oh, I mean it. I mean it more than I've ever meant anything else. Almost as much as when I said I love you that last time. I can't make this time easy, I can't. But it's still that second chance I've always dreamed of. Like finally, someone gave a shit about those dreams you have in your head. Those what-if situations. What if everything went well instead of terrible? You're living proof of that, baby. Living proof. 100%. I love you. You can tell me all the stories you want. You can talk my ear off. You can tell me anything and everything. Because I'm here for you. I'm here with you. And I'm not gonna be even gazing at anyone else, babe. I never could because you steal the spotlight. You know that. I was always so proud of you. And always so enamored. And I couldn't look anywhere else. I saw you and I really was complete, you know. As much as someone like me could be. And I realized somewhere along the broken glass and broken dreams that I had to do something. Even if I failed then, I don't need to fail again. So, as far as second chances, consider me a changed man. 'Cause I won't be making those mistakes again. Look at us dancing to the tune in our hearts. Not sway back and forth. I need you wrapped around me. I need you badly. I need you more now than I ever needed anything else. And I swear that it's gonna be okay. And this time won't be the same as when you're up there. And I won't let it be. You hear me? I'm different from back then. I'm a changed man. I never thought the memory of you would save me from making those mistakes, but you're more than a memory, baby. And I'm more than a man who leaves first. I'm a man who comes back, no matter what. I love you. I love you so much.